Imagine this, you are 28-year-old working in Bangalore. You have been saving for almost 4 to 5 years and finally you have saved around 15 to 20 lakh rupees for the down payment. You look around and quickly you realize 2 BHK is out of pocket, 3 BHK is absolute dream. Only one option you have is a 1 BHK which is affordable, it's easy on your pocket and it's easy EMI to maintain. Now the big question is this actually a smart investment or it's a trap that you will regret 10 years from now? Let's break it down. In cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune and Hyderabad, property prices are skyrocketing and developers know things very well. The easiest way to attract first-time buyer is to show them the cheapest possible ticket size. That's why 1 BHK have become the poster boy of affordable luxury. But here is the twist. What looks affordable today may actually limit your wealth creation tomorrow. Let's understand both the side of the story. First, the opportunities and the challenges, and finally I'll give you my straightforward advice. First opportunity, what I see is the entry point is really low. The first advantage of 1 BHK is simple. It's your entry ticket into a real estate market. Instead of waiting for 3 to 4 years to save more for a 2 BHK, you can start now with a 1 BHK. And trust me, this matters because in cities like Bangalore, property prices don't wait for you. By the time you save another 20 lakh, prices have already jumped by 30%. So earlier you enter, the more you ride the appreciation wave. Second opportunity comes from rental demand. In IT hubs like Whitefield or Electronic City or Outer Ring Road, thousands of single, professional and young couple are migrating every year. For them, a 1 BHK is most practical choice. You may not earn a big rentals, but you will rarely face a vacant apartment. And in real estate, consistent cash flow is a gold. And the third biggest opportunity, in case of emergencies, it's always easier to sell a 50 lakh property than 1.5 crore property. Why? Because there are far more buyers in the lower budget category. So liquidity is easier. Demand of 1 BHK into the resale will be quicker and faster. Now we have spoken all good thing about the 1 BHK. Let's talk about the other side of the story, the challenges that nobody tells you. The first and biggest challenge, resale value. You see, in India, family drive 80% of home purchases, and for a family, a 1 BHK is never the dream. It may be the temporary option, which means when you want to sell your 1 BHK after 7 to 8 years, your buyer pool will be much smaller. Lesser demand equals to slower appreciation. So while your friend 2 BHK may have doubled in value, your 1 BHK struggle to find even a decent offer. The second challenge comes from rental economics. Yes, you will get tenants, but the rental is usually 15 to 18k. Compare to that EMI of 35 to 40k, and suddenly the number don't adds up. Your returns of investments looks weak. You are putting your money every month, but your cash flow is negative. For an investor who wants steady yields, that's the problem. The third challenge is about livability. In India, the aspiration of most middle class family to move from 1 BHK to 2 BHK to 3 BHK. Nobody dream of being stuck at 1 BHK forever, which means your property will never have long-term end users demand. That's why 1 BHK age faster in the market compared to the larger units. And finally, the fourth challenge, oversupply. Developers love launching 1 BHK because they sell fast initially. But when you have 200, 300, sometimes 500 identical 1 BHK units in a one project, what happens? When you try to sell yours, you have lot of supply in the market and you will struggle to sell the property. You are just one of many. There is nothing unique about your unit. So negotiating power goes away when you have oversupply. So here is my take. A 1 BHK is not automatically a trap. It can be a smart move if you are entering the market early and catching up the price wave. As a buyer, you need to understand your exit strategies. Your targeted IT hubs where single professionals are in majority Those are the location you should consider buying a 1 BHK. And most important, you have to be very clear. 1 BHK, if you are considering, you should consider for 5 to 7 years, not for the long term holding. Just to give you an example, 1 BHK was absolutely a fantastic option 4 years back when 1 BHK was selling approximately around 40 to 50 lakh rupees in Sajapura, Varthur and Whitefield. But today if you're buying a 1 BHK in this location at 85 to 90 lakh rupees, then it's not a right strategy. On the other hand, if you're buying 1 BHK at 40 lakh to 60 lakh rupees somewhere near to the North Bangalore, then it makes sense to you. It's a good option to choose. You need to understand if your goal is wealth creation, strong resale value and family demand location, then the 2 BHK will be a better option. But if you have a budget segment of 40 to 50 lakh and you are targeting a location which are upcoming, then 1 BHK could be a better option. In other words, buy a 1 BHK only if it fits your strategy. Otherwise, don't fall into the trap of affordable entry. So, what do you think? If you had 50 to 60 lakh today, would you go for a 1 BHK and start your real estate journey? Or would you do a lesser down payment and take a bigger loan and go for a 2 BHK? Tell me in the comments. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like and subscribe, because here we do not sell any hype into the real estate. We tell you the real story behind Indian real estate.